Hey there, YouTubers. Back in Eddie, going to get him to his doctor. Most everything seems okay. Get that rear differential checked out. Getting ready for a long trip, and it's weird. I've had a lot of stuff coming up, and I've had a difficult time getting on track. Well, that's part of life, I guess, you know. I was asked by somebody about how I plan my trips, and I guess this is a perfect example of that. A lot of times I take shorter trips, and I know where I'm going, so I know where I'm going. And some of the longer trips, like I did the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, I knew about 3 places I wanted to go, and then just got to those places. I didn't plan out every aspect of the trip. And this trip's kind of the same way. I know a few places I want to go, and I know a few options of places to stop along the way. So what I tend to do is I either go to freecampsites.net or wherever I think I want to stay and print out some information on it, make sure I have GPS coordinates and stuff like that, and just print that out and take it along with me. And I kind of play it by ear. You know, if I'm pretty much wandering on a trip, it might be how I feel before I go to bed, or what I wake up if, yeah, I want to stay here another day, or I want to go to here, or I want to go to there. So a lot of times it really kind of is on the fly, but with a goal. The road may turn. Like a hybrid of no planning and planning every detail, because I try to take as much information along with me beforehand and have a good general idea. If my plans are, okay, tomorrow I wake up and I drive another 300-400 miles, and I wake up in the morning and I don't feel like leaving the place, then I don't leave. Leave the window open for unexpected, because sometimes the unexpected is the best part of the trip. Okay, that's it for now as we drive to get Eddie fixed up. A little bit of cash just in case they don't take a card, and a card and GPS. Your traveling is fine. I think for me the biggest part is I've had to learn, and it's helped me, is I always used to be about destination, fast as I can, get myself there so then I can enjoy. I've learned to calm down and to enjoy the journey. I like the wandering part. It's kind of why I made that my YouTube channel name. But back on this long trip coming up, I've really been struggling to tie up loose ends. I've been frustrated with myself not getting things done quick enough. I'm fighting the urgent need to spend a lot of money on buying things. I have a bunch of things in my shopping cart that finances are going to take a big gulp if I finally get the courage and push proceed to checkout. It's those things that deep down you know you need, but you've been getting by without them, so maybe you can continue to do that and not spend that kind of money. I'd love to live a life of debt-free. I used to. Now I have some debt. I hate having debt, but I have enough of an emergency fund stashed away. Now many people will say, you know, I'm not going to live in debt, I'm not going to be beholden to debt, and I totally get that, and in my perfect world that's how it would be. Then you have people on the other end that don't have a care in the world, charge it all, I'll figure it out one day. I think I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, where I can't foresee myself not doing the things that I want to do because I don't have every penny to pay for what I want to do at that very moment. I'll pay for it later, and I will. But sometimes sometimes you can lock yourself into never doing anything if it requires you to have all the money on hand at that time. I know I'll be able to pay for it eventually. Or they can come get it when I'm dead. One way or the other. You can easily allow yourself to become handcuffed and miss out on life if you're overly concerned with your finances. So that middle ground works for me. There was a time where I had released myself from all my debt. And this is not that time. But maybe I'll get to that time again. Or maybe I'll have a credit card payment for the rest of my life while I'm sitting in the mountains enjoying a view, or sitting on a beach enjoying the sun. I don't know. It's the rambling thoughts of how you determine the importance of your finances. It's always a personal decision, and everybody on each side of how they want to do it, it's right. You know, you cannot argue with anyone that says don't have any debt, don't be beholden to anybody, be your own person. That's a wonderful thing. And I've had that at times, and it was a wonderful thing. But when it comes to money, you're always beholden on somebody. You're either beholden to a creditor that you owe money to, and you're beholden to the person giving you a paycheck. You know? You do a whole rant and rave about money, how it's a fake pyramid system set up. Money has no value other than intrinsic value that we've agreed that money has. But for the majority of the people that are going to watch this YouTube video, money's a real thing. Whether it's not or it's pretend, it's a real thing that we all have to cope with, deal with, use to the best advantage that we can. My hope is to be able to live a happy life using the monetary system as best I can for me. Some days, months, and years that might mean I owe somebody more money, and in others it might mean that I don't owe anybody anything. I get done with these, I think, that's freaking pointless. But somebody will say, yeah, you're right. Or somebody will say, yeah, you're an idiot. So I talk into this thing, and then I get to the editing process and go, you know, how stupid do I need to be today? We shall see. That's where the thrift store comes in. That's my attempt to find a balance between my desire to acquire stuff. Your stuff is stuff, other people's stuff is shit, just so everybody knows. But it's my attempt to find that balance between acquiring stuff and not spending a lot of money. That's how I see it. Almost there to get Eddie's checkup. Fingers crossed that he comes through it with a low bill. Which, again, I've said before, I have a hookup here. This is my niece's father-in-law. And I couldn't ask for better pricing than what he gives me. And I couldn't trust anybody more. But fingers crossed it's not a big deal. Have a great and wonderful day.